Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to BreakOut Studios live online videos. I'm Taylor. We're getting ready to do some point technique this morning. So I'll get some music playing while I get on my shoes, allow you to do the same. And we'll get going probably in about 3 to 4 minutes or so. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and get started with our warm up. So we'll kind of have, I forget what warm up we did last week, but we'll kind of have a combination of some of the warm ups I've been doing lately. So we're gonna start in a parallel and we're gonna do 8 prances starting with our right leg. So we're gonna have prance right, up, down, and 3, and 4. Really articulating, rolling through 6, and 7, and 8. Then we're gonna have plie, rolling through, keeping our ankles locked together and down, reverse the roll through, plie. Then we start with our left. So 1 and 2, hitting a true up before we roll down and resist that down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, plie, keeping those ankles glued together over that box, straightening and down, reverse and over, plie, and then we rotate to first. And then a little different in first, we're gonna have demi and point, and demi and first, demi, push over, demi and down. Other side and point, demi and first, and demi, push over, demi and down. And then 4 plie, roll through and up, reverse, over plie, and roll through and up, and reverse, over plie, tendu up to second. And then same thing in second, demi, point, demi, push over, demi, point, demi, bending both knees so we can push over that box and rotate through our hip sockets. And then plie, roll through, stretch, reverse the roll through, plie, roll through, stretch, reverse the roll through, plie, and stretch. And then we'll tendu back to first, and we'll just finish there. If there's music left over, we can use that to stretch out our calves. In fact, we'll do that anyway. Just on your own timing, stretch out your calves. I think the music will stop, but stretch out your calves after that. So in our parallel, we have 8 prances, a roll through, reverse, 8 prances, roll through, reverse, starting with the other leg. First, demi point with straight legs, and then plie, other side, roll through, reverse, reverse. Repeat that same thing in second, and then come back and stretch out your calves. All right, here we go. So starting in a parallel, really with these prances, making sure that we hit a true up, and then resisting to come down. Here we go. All right, and so a nice parallel and 8 prances. 1, 2, up resist, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Please So now, oh, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but we're gonna be doing a few combinations where we're gonna do piqué sous side to side. So if you have a bar or a space that kind of has a little bit of length like this one, that will be perfect for it. If you're using kind of a chair that's a small surface area, I recommend kind of grabbing 2 chairs. We won't do it right now, but kind of more towards the end of our bar. We'll be doing that. So if you're using a chair or something kind of small, maybe stack 2 side by side so that we can move side to side at our, whatever we're using at a bar. But if you're at a countertop or something like this, or just something that's a little bit longer, just enough to move 1 piqué side to side, that's it. We don't have to have it super long. So just something to be aware of for later. So now let's do some more consecutive relevés. We're gonna work on rolling through and controlling on the way up and down first. So we're gonna start in the first position. We're gonna have 2 plie, releve, and lower straight. Repeat, releve, and lower straight. Now we reverse that. Up, straight, plie, and stretch. Press the floor away. Exaggerate that plie down, tendu to second. Repeat that in second. So 2 plie, releves, lower, straight. Remember, not too wide of a second. Plie, releve, lower, straight. Reverse that. Press, up, plie, stretch. Press, up, plie, tendu back to second. Or sorry, first. And then we're going to have faster, peppier releves. We're going to have and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and hold. Little light fingers to the bar again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plie, tendu to second. And then repeat that in second. So 5 releves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, hold, hold. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plie, tendu back to first. And then after that, the music will probably end, but we'll plie, releve, and we'll try to kind of feel our balance. And even if feeling, I'm too close to the bar, even if feeling our balance is just a little light piano fingers at the bar for right now, that's fine. And then we'll work our way up to having more of a balance, maybe, maybe not. And then we'll finish there, yeah. So make sure I say this a lot, so that we're not perched back here when we're balancing. A lot of times, especially when we're higher up in pointe shoes than in flat shoes, it becomes more tempting to just kind of sit back since we're up so high. And a lot of times we can, on flat especially, we can kind of balance in this like perched back position. You can just sit here and just kind of like be stacked and it works. But on pointe shoes, it doesn't work. So we really need to make sure that we're closing those ribs. Our shoulders are over our hip bones, not the middle of our legs, but our hip bones. Lengthen that lower spine. Weight forward doesn't mean stick out your butt. We still want to squeeze and rotate, but keep this forward and long and lengthened. Yeah? So, plie, releve, lower, straight. Plie, releve, lower, straight. Up, straight, plie. Up, straight, plie, tendu second. Same thing, plie, releve, lower, straight, 2 sets, and then reverse it. And then back to first, we're going to do 2 sets of 5 releves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test your balance or just light fingers. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plie, tendu. Repeat that in second. And then we'll take a nice little balance in first. And then one last thing to keep remembering. I've been noticing as I'm teaching younger students on pointe, they have, as they come down in a plie from their releve, I'm seeing a lot of, and then they plie at the very last minute. So we really want to control that down. So if I were to do this in slow motion, it would kind of look ugly, but as soon as I break the toes, that's when I plie and come down. So for those 2 slow ones where we press up straight and come down into a plie, it's slow. So really feel that. When we're up, the toes break and then right away we plie and stretch. Yeah, so that'll help protect us and allow us to use our glutes to control that on the way down rather than just our tiny little ankle muscles. So much to think about. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. First position. lengthening that lower spine as we're feeling our balance. We're trying to send our toes, drilling the hole down as our upper body is pressing up, so much opposition. And now feel that plie, roll through, and finish. Good. All right, lots of relevés here. All right, let's do some of our one-legged releve stuff. Polar's already positioned himself at the door, ready to go outside. We always go out after our classes, so he's letting me know he's ready. So we're gonna have big position. Oh man, crack those hips. We'll have our right leg front, and we're gonna have our adagio style susu. So not a scoop, but our working leg is gonna meet our supporting leg, whether it's in front or back. So we're gonna have let me just listen to the music, so I'm not giving a timing. That's gonna be way different than what we're actually doing. Okay, nice and slow. Really feeling that articulation as we press up to point. We'll be in fifth position. We'll have plie, 4, 2, su, over and down, su, and plie, 4, 2. Working leg meets the supporting leg, slide out again, cross back from the back. Our working leg slides out to plie, up to su, and slide out, su, and we roll down to coupe, little coupe pas de break, coupe, su, roll down, coupe, su, and then we start with the other leg. So our working leg slides out, plie, 4, 2, working leg scoops up to su, slide out and out, su. Or to the side. 1 and 2, su. Slide out, su. Plie and fifth, scoop it to cross right away. Slide out, act like you have a little zipper. We're zipping it up and fondue, coupe, hit a su, fondue, coupe, pas de bourrée, su. And then we'll finish there. So it's nice and slow to really feel, make sure that we're not plopping down and hopping up. We're using all of our muscles to control it down and scoop and cross as we come up to that su. Yeah. So plie, 4, 2, su, 2 slides out and up. Same thing to the side, same thing to the back, and then fondue, coupe, pas de bourrée, fondue, coupe, pas de bourrée, making sure we finish that pas de bourrée in a su before we come down. And as we do these 2 slide out, make sure that we keep that weight over the ball of the foot, not the heel, because then we have to use all this work to get ourselves up. So keep that ball or that center line over the ball of your foot so we can easily just press up to su. All right, here we go. And nice and slow, plie, 4, 2, su, and slide out, su, and plie, su, slide side. Now we're gonna close back, and plie, su, right, nice. So now let's do our échappé combination next. Where is the oh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna do this 2 times, this combination, and we're gonna change the ending just a little bit. So it'll make more sense in a second. Before I even show this combination, let's practice a 4th position on point, because we're gonna do some échappés in 4th and in 2nd, and I think that échappé to 4th is really awkward because we don't do it very much, and it's kind of an awkward crossed position, especially on pointe shoes. So just take a sous first, and now when we're in a 4th position, we want to have that foot nicely shaped to the front, and our back foot, we don't have our full box on the floor, otherwise we look sickled. So it's just that big toe that's going to be on the floor, and we want our weight evenly distributed between both feet, but maybe a little bit more on that front foot. We definitely don't want to err on being back here. So hold that position, and then as we come into 5th, we got to kind of lift up and scoop into 5th. Yeah, so now let's try the other side. Don't worry about échappéing out to it just yet. Just kind of feel what that position, what we're going to be aiming for when we do our échappé, so we know exactly what position to go to. So our front foot's being nice and over. We're going to be kind of in a quasi position, and our back toe is just on that big toe, not the full box, just that big toe. And then we come back into 5th. Yeah, so now we get an échappé out to that lovely awkward 4th position. I don't like it, but maybe you do. So we're going to have, so we play on the and then so we're out, on the other one. 5, 6, 7, and 4th, 2nd, 4th, sous, fondue. Now passe pas de brace, up, sous, and up, sous, and 4th, 2nd, 4th, sous, and up, sous, and up, sous. Yeah, we're gonna do it twice through. Make sure on these 4ths, just to make it a little bit more stylized, that we're not directly spur to the bar. We go out to a nice quasi, now we're on fas. Quasi, and now on fas sous. Passe, pas de beret, passe, pas de beret, and down. We're gonna do it twice through. Oh man, so hitting that nice, just like we do in 2nd, our échappé's out to 2nd. We hit that position exactly the same each time. We want to go for that same level of precision and accuracy with our 4th positions. So here we go. 4th and 2nd, 4th, sous, fondue, and up, sous, up, sous, plie. Yeah, all right, here we go. Twice through. And plie. 4th, 2nd, 4th, sous, fondue, and up, sous, fondue, up. Here we go. Out, side, 4th, sous, fondue, and up, sharp, pique, pas de brace, up. Again, 4th, 2nd, 4th, sous, and up, sous, resist. Last set, 4th and 2nd, cross, sous, up, and finish. Good. All right. So now we're going to do that combination again. It's going to be a little bit different. In place of the piqué pas de bras, we're gonna add those relevés to coupe that we did a lot last week, really working on getting our weight and plying up to one-legged relevés. So we have, so same beginning part, fourth, second, fourth, sous, plie, coupe, scoop, sous, plie, coupe, back, sous, and then again, fourth, second, fourth, sous, plie, scoop, sous, plie, scoop, sous. I'll let the music play twice to do this combination right, left, like we did, but we've already done this a lot, so if it gets too much and you feel kind of uneasy on your ankle, I'd rather you stop and rest than continue on with bad technique. That might kind of create some bad habits and also leave us more at risk for injury. So I'll let it play right, left, and then you figure out how many sets you would like to do. So last class, when we did a lot of relevés on one leg in coupe and even in passe, we really worked on scooping that working leg, whether it's front or back, scooping to meet, like we're scooping something up and over to cross, not going up and then connecting it right away, yeah? So scooping, going through a sous, plie, scooping, going through a sous, plie, yeah? And then with these échappés, I didn't mention it the first time we did it, making sure that we're not having a 1-2, 1-2, out, in. It's probably a lot more subtle than that, but making sure that we're hitting both feet out at the same time and both feet are sliding in at the same time. Even that, what I just did was a little bit of a 1-2. So it's hard. We gotta kind of lift ourselves up out of our shoes, whoosh, to slide both feet into fifth evenly, and then pick ourselves back up, whoosh, to slide out to whatever a fourth or second at the same time. Yeah. So fourth, second, fourth, sous, plie, front leg, sous, plie, back leg, sous, plie. And then we start to the left side. All right, here we go. And, oh wait, that's not. Hold on, take two. And, plie, fourth, second, fourth, sous, plie, front leg coupe, sous, plie, back leg, sous, and fourth, second, fourth, sous, front leg, sous, plie, repeat it if you are able to. Here we go, hit fourth, and out, precision, sous, and scoop, grow taller, scoop the back leg, plie, hit it, and out, hit it, sous, and coupe, and finish, good. All right. Good, all right, I think that was our hardest combination of the day, so we made it through. All right, now we're gonna do our piqué sous going side to side. So if you have kind of something to hold on to that's a bit wider, or if you can stack a couple things together, we're just gonna do one side to side. So it doesn't have to be a whole train of things, but making sure you have room to do that and room to kind of travel a little bit. We don't wanna just be stepping underneath ourselves. So, our combination. We'll have our left foot front, let me remember. Okay, we have our left foot front. We're gonna plie one, dégagé out, sous, and plie one, dégagé out, sous-sus, and plie, one, dégagé, out, sous-sus, and now we have that slide out, plie, sous-sus, plie, sous-sus, plie, and out, sous-sus, 3 sets, plie, and out, sous-sus, and third set, and out, sous-sus, and plie, scoop, plie, scoop. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's do it 4 times. Right, left, right, left. So the key part is this piqué sous-sus, making sure that we're getting our center line over that sous-sus as quickly and efficiently as possible. So by as efficiently as possible, I mean not getting it here and then making it a 2-part thing. We want to leave this a straight line and we move everything together all at once, not a 1 and then fix it on 2. And then our fingertips should be kind of gliding along the bar. So whatever you're using, we don't want to grab and pull ourselves over. Yeah, we don't want that. We just want to whoosh and whoosh. At the end, we can kind of do a little bit grip if we need to prevent ourselves from either falling forward or falling wherever, but we don't want to pull ourselves. We want to use our muscles to get our weight over, and then we can kind of grab it if we need to stop ourselves from falling one way or the other. And I'd rather have us go a little bit too far and have to correct that way than have us go not far enough. Yeah, because we want to figure out where that center line is, and if we go too far, at least we've passed over it. Our body felt it for even a brief second, but if we don't go far enough, our body never gets to feel what on our leg truly is. Yeah, so one more time quickly, and then we'll do it with the music. Plie on 1 and out, sous-sus, and plie on 1 and out, sous-sus, plie on 1 and out, sous-sus, plie on 1, sous-sus, plie down, and sous-sus. And those are our both feet slide out, and both feet scoop right underneath us. If we were on a little line right here, both toes would meet up to that line, and both toes would slide out so that our arches are on that line. Yeah, not up here, up here, yeah. All right, so 4 sets, right, left, right, left. Here we go. Quick releve music. All right, and left foot front, or right foot front, sorry. My left. We have plie, out, sous-sus, hold, plie, out, sous-sus, plie, out, sous-sus, plie, scoop, plie, scoop, plie, out, sous-sus, plie, out, sous-sus, plie, out, sous-sus. So now we get to do that combination one more time. We'll just do it right and left, we'll finish. We won't do it 4 sets. Now, we'll add a challenge. We'll do 2 releves, coupes on one leg. So this addition gets a little bit too tricky. Continue to do the plie, sous-sus, just repeat what we just did. If not, we're gonna have, so same beginning, plie, out, sous-sus, hold, plie, out, sous-sus, hold, plie, out, sous-sus, coupe, plie, releve, plie. Oh, wait. That was it, yes. So we're peeking onto a coupe now. So again, if this peeking onto one leg is too much for where you're at with your pointe journey, do exactly what we just did, the susu and 2 releve susus. An added challenge, peeking onto one leg. Again, only if you feel truly ready to do this. We'll have same music, same tempo, plie, out, coupe, and plie, out, coupe, and plie, don't grip the bar like me, out, coupe, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, out, coupe, plie, out, coupe, plie, out, coupe, plie, releve, plie, releve. Let's just do 2 sets, just right and left, and we'll finish there for today. So, making sure, same thing with our susus, we want to get to that coupe right away. Now that we're going on one leg, we especially can't do the here and pull yourself over, yeah. And then, as we're doing all these coupes, and then that consecutive 2 releves on one leg with that coupe, make sure that we're engaging these muscles all in here so that our coupe leg is really glued to that spot as I do these releves. What we don't want to have is kind of a relaxed or not engaged leg here, and then this is kind of moving around. Not only does that not look pretty if we were to do this on stage, but it's creating a lot more work for your body because this added movement is constantly making your body reevaluate where your balance is and throw it off. But if we hold it there right in that same spot, your body is able to easily feel where your balance is. Yeah? So plie and out coupe, plie, out coupe, or I should say fondue, out coupe, down and up and down and up. Just right and left, that's it. And then if the coupes are too much again, just that same repeated susu combination. All right, here we go. And right leg front, plie on 1. Plie, dégagé, out, coupe back. Fondue and out, coupe. Fondue and out. Stay on this side, 2 releves. Plie, up, glue that ankle to the foot, or other way, plie, out, coupe, plie, out, coupe, plie, out, coupe, plie, up, and finish. Good. All right, nice. Our very last thing, we're gonna work on a little bit of ankle strength. Holding a strong, supporting, stabilized ankle as our working leg is moving all around. Okay, so this is our last thing at the bar, and then we might do some tendus in center. So nice, strong, stabilized ankles, and we're also gonna work on that foot shape that we use for some point, so kind of that ginched ankle that looks so beautiful. So we're gonna have preparation 5, 6, 5, 6, susu. We have 7 dégagés on point to the front. So you don't have to angle like me, I'm just gonna so you can see my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the side. Change, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the ankle, nice and strong. To the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and ginge, susu, and ginge, susu. Other side, 7 dégagés, 5, 6, 7, 7 dégagés, 5, 6, 7, 7 dégagés, 5, 6, 7, and ginge and up, and ginge and up. Yeah, so we worked on that ginge position a long time ago. Really making sure that we're ginching at the ankle and we're kind of on that back bottom part of our box. We're not trying to go over like this. We're having a nice stable position for hops on point later on. So we're gonna ginch here, and then we're not gonna jump, but we're gonna try to spring back up to a susu. Yeah, kind of faking a little jump, but not doing hocks on pointe just yet. So with these 7 dégagés on releve, on pointe, we want to make sure that our supporting ankle is strong and like a stone the entire time. So all this movement with our working leg isn't having any effect on our strong, stable standing leg. So 7 dégagés to the front on pointe, 7 change to side, 7 to the back, ginge, spring up, ginge, spring up, and then we'll go to the other side. We'll just do this, so we have time to do tendus from the center. We'll just do this right and left, and then we'll finish. All right, here we go. And up on susu on 7-8, so a little preparation there. And 7, 8, and 7 to the front, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and side, 2, hold that standing leg, squeeze your glutes, to the back, 5, 6, 7, ginge, chin up, ginge to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to the back, 2, 3, pulling up, ginge up, and finish. Good. All right, take your bar away. We're gonna come to the center and just do a little tendu action. We're not gonna go on releve at all. Just feeling our feet in our shoes for some tendus. So, let me for this one. 5, 6, 7, arm in third. We'll have that arm in front, opposite, or leg in front for our first tendu. So we're gonna have tendu, demi push, and close, and 1 plie, and 1, 2 straight. Tendu side, demi push, oh gosh, demi push, change, 1 plie, and 1. Now our other arm comes to third. Tendu back, demi push, and close. Tendu, plie, tendu, and straight. Now to the side, a little tag. Tendu, roll through, plie, and push, close, front. Tendu, plie, and push, close, back. And then we'll repeat the same thing to the left. So 1 demi push, and close. 1 tendu to plie, 1, 2 straight. To the side, demi push, change. 1 plie, 1 straight. To the back, making sure that we don't have this happen. We want to bring the big toes, push, 5th, 1 plie, 1 straight. Tendu, roll through to a plie, push, close. Tendu, roll through, resist, push, and close. Yeah? So just right and then left. For the semi push, a little bit different than we do in flat. Sometimes when we bring the toes back and we don't put any weight on it, I want us to put weight on it this time to strengthen those metatarsal muscles. So we want to bring the toes back and put a little weight on it and then spring off, push. So toes wing back and push. So to the side, put a little bit of weight, not a lot, push. And then to the back, again, making sure we don't have this happen. We want to keep the foot nice and winged and shaped. The big toe flexes, and we spring off and push. Yeah. And then as we come here for our plie and pushes, really making sure we're not just going down and up. I want to see, exaggerate that toe ball heel and peel it back up. as we spring back to our standing leg. So tendu, demi-push, fifth, one plie, one straight, same thing side, same thing back, then one roll through, peel up. One roll through, peel up, and then we'll go to the left. All right, here we go. Okay, so right foot front, fifth on Foss. 7, 8, tendu, demi-push, fifth, one plie, one and straight, to the side, demi-push, goes back, one plie, one to the back, tendu, demi-push, fifth, one plie, here we go to the side roll through and push, and side resist, push to the left, one demi-push, and one plie, and straight, and side, push, close, one plie, ribs close, we a little bit forward to the back, push, and back, plie, and side roll through, push, and side roll through, push, finish, good. All right, we made it. Through a Monday Pointe class. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a nice rest of your week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye, thank you.